John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Saying a little precipitation in the forecast for this one. Nothing major. Hopefully shouldn't halt the game at any point. But it is wet out there on the field.
One thing as a hitter, if you can bunt for a base hit, it's going to be a little slick for that infielder picking it up. You also have to remember over at first base, second base, wherever on the base paths, it's going to be a little bit slower track. So you have to be a little more cautious with your lead, or if you're going to steal, making sure you get a good jump.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Catfish Hunter. And Singy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go now? Jose Altuve up to hit here. Here comes a pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Now, Michael Young. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Hunter, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Gathers and throws to first. And a couple of quick outs. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. And this is an offense with a ton of pop, top to bottom, Singy.
Yeah, well, some players will say that home runs are mistakes. They were just a little too quick. Not this club. They're looking to hit the ball over the fence. Not any speedsters in this lineup. Not players that were looking to run around the bases. They're looking to jog. And I expect to see that kind of approach in this one.
Fly ball down the line. And he makes the catch. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting this one, Nolan Ryan. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
On the ground to third, and that's just foul. The 0-1. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He flexes his power with that swing, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A massive home run. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Next to hit, Roberto Clemente. That's a laser base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay, the tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. And now the DH, Harmon Killebrew.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
In the air, right side, ranging back. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Killebrew into second, and he's got a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And here is Mike Schmidt on the ground, and it goes just foul. Bounced up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Killebrew coming around third. He pulls into second as a run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Now it's going to be Andre Dawson. And a base hit. Coming home. Relay throw home. And he's out easily. So a man aboard. Robin Yount, the next Cub to hit. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that one's gone into the bleachers. Their third home run of the inning. And they add a couple more. It's 5-zip. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Josh Sborz taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Line drive. Carter pulls it in on the run. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Bob Gibson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in for strikes. Attacking these hitters.
And a pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Popped up. Dawson under it. And out number one on the grab.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Corey Seager batting with one down, takes a strike. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Trout is there. And there's 2 down.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
2 outs, base is empty. Mike Piazza stepping in for the Rangers. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Well, a good first pitch changeup there. In order to be effective, you've got to really sell it. Good arm speed, and it's got to be down in the zone.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Right-hander kick steals. Got it by him for the K. Nothing doing for the Rangers. It's 5-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the Cubs catcher, Gary Carter. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And here it comes. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first first pitch of an at-bat, you watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And there's one away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Clemente stands in now and watches strike one.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed are creeping into my mind right now.
And that gets down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw. The tag out. He can't scramble back in time. Harmon Killebrew will hit next. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Back here at the friendly. Pitcher in the game for the Cubs, John Smoltz.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
0-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And he's safe at first.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
And first offering is fouled off. The Cubbies up big in this one. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fastball for a strike.
0-2.
Hard ground ball, base knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Big swing and a miss.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Clemente calls it in, 2 away.
The bat, number 10.
So first and second with 2 outs. And next is the designated hitter, Michael Young. Fought off foul. Swings through that one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Right side, hard hit. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Jeff Bagwell stepping in for the Rangers. Flied to right his first time. There's a strike. 2 outs. Bases are full. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Rangers threaten but leave him loaded. They continue to trail 7-0. Back here at Wrigley Field as we go to the last of the third. So up now for Chicago, Mike Schmidt. And the right-hander back to work. Smoked to the left, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Makes the turn and heads for second. The tag, and he's out. Now it's the second baseman, Andre Dawson. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Hard hit, but right at him in left. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's some real power at the plate.
Alvarez.
New pitcher on now, Jim Palmer.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free. Easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
That's in for a strike. Palmer, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a two-seamer. And that one pulled foul. And he deals. Ripped on the ground to second. Yeah, they get the out on Alvarez. Seager stands in now. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees. Palmer is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
One down, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Next up for Texas, Mike Piazza. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a miss as he was late. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. To the right side. Over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Rangers go here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Prince Fielder. Spores back to work. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the catch for the out.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's Trout. Ripped on a line. Brings it in. To second. Altuve. Long throw is there. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Cubs 7 and the Rangers nothing. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. New arm out of the bullpen, Randy Johnson.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And the pitch. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
The wind of the pitch. The punch out there. One gone here.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Carter swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Swing and a miss. 0-2. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Got him looking. And there's 2 away. Adolis Garcia digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Garcia.
First pitch swinging.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
That one out to right. Clemente in position. And that is that. Back here at the friendly confines. Now the number 2 hitter, Stan Musial. And a pitch. Line drive, caught.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A soaring shot to center. It's 8-0.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that?
Makes the sliding stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Around first, heading for 2. Here's the tag, and he's out. Nice save on the offline throw. Back here at Wrigley Field, started the 6th. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, now Jose Altuve. Here comes
number 18, Brett.
Comes a new arm for the Cubs, Brett Saberhagen. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
0-1.
And the righty deals. And there's a foul ball. Goes down looking. Next is the designated hitter, Michael Young. 1 for 2.
Michael Young.
Saberhagen goes 6'1", 200 pounds, and a 2-time Cy Young Award winner. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone. Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Bagwell in the box now. No balls and a strike. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. High in the air, out to right. Clemente in position. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they. Well, we go bottom 6. And here is Andre Dawson. The line to kick the pitch. This one smoked out to left. Hauls it in for the out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those blue hits to get a knock sometimes.
Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
Timed it perfect. It's hard, I think, for those guys in the corners because, especially when it's a right-handed hitter for third baseman.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they add a run. It's 9-0. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast. 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can...
Toss to Bagwell, and they take care of Carter for the out. And that will end the inning. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now 9-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Top of inning number 7, and the batter will be the shortstop. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Dennis Eckersley. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That one missed. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit. Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. In there for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. There's a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Popped up. Fielder under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. This one pretty well decided. And now batting Mike Trout. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
And foul ball. Oh, 1 down. That one fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Lifted to left center. Way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 10-0. Siggy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, John Gray.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And there's a hit. Throws to second, around first, digging for 2. And he's out on the tag. So now the DH spot, Carmen Killebrew. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Cubs, Mike Schmidt. Hard hit, but right at him and left. But 2 round trippers in this inning. Here at Wrigley. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Greg Maddux.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 31, Greg Maddux.
The pitch. Line drive, base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Fielder pulls it down and he makes the catch. Then there's one down. Jose Altuve stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Young, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
At the belt and fires. That's to third. They get the first. Third out. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Andre Dawson. That one ripped right center field. Garcia going back on this one. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain.
The tag, and he's out. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Prince Fielder. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. All set. New pitcher on here. Raleigh Fingers.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
The pitch. Swings and misses. 0-1. Raleigh, the tall righty. He features a sinker, a slider, a forkball, and he works in a 4-seamer.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Left-hand batter waits. Swings through it for the K. And they're down to their last out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Seager in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. They're down to their final strike.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Raleigh is just 1 strike away Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cubs slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.
11-0 your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 11 runs on a whole bunch of hits. No errors. They left 3 runners on base. For the Rangers, no runs, 5 hits,